It's been really good in my opinion.
Yeah.
So he had to earn it, Alissa, right? He had to get his stripes in the business.
Well, I just, like he said, there's so many new home inspectors all the time. And as a realtor, we are getting bombarded by lenders and title companies and inspectors. And it's just like, you don't want to just go in. I think too many realtors use the person that buys them lunch, whether that's the lender or like, just because they buy you lunch does not mean they're worthy of your business. And I actually, as an agent, decline lunches and coffee dates to people that are soliciting my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I just let them know, like, I really appreciate it, but I want you to use your marketing dollars elsewhere. At this time, I don't have any openings on my vendor list, but if that changes, I'll call you. And it's not going to matter if you buy me coffee. It's going to depend on how you conduct yourself as a professional. And if I have seen your work, if we have transactions together on the buying side, you know. So yeah, it just, and it's also hard to, I guess, deviate when you have the people that you are using regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, as the market got busier, and the home inspector that I was using the most just seemed to have scheduling conflicts more often than I would like. And it just never seemed like a convenient time. And so I realized, like, I need to add somebody else to my vendor list. And so that's when I had called Wit. And it was a good change, you know, definitely something I needed at that time. So
I love that. I have a follow-up question on that because I used to be an agent as well. So I understand kind of that dynamic, but never was as successful as you. Talk a little bit just about what that barrage of like incoming emails and solicitations is like. 'Cause I think inspectors, we all get self-centered, I think, in terms of the way we're pitching what we do, right? Because we're always thinking as the service provider, oh, you should care about what I'm doing.
mm-hmm.
Agents are really busy. You all get solicited from all angles. So most of it's not even going to get through the door to you, right? Unless they just completely do something that catches your attention.
Right. My big thing too is, like, I try to keep my email very clean because I don't want to lose something. So I don't ever want to have to click the next button. If it's on the next page of emails, like, it's just gone.
It's gone.
Like, you know?
Yeah, it's like the second page of Google. Like, no one looks there. It's just gone forever.
Right. And so I'm constantly having to unsubscribe from newsletters in general, whether that's title companies, lenders, home inspectors, our board, the association. The amount of newsletters alone, like, if you don't unsubscribe, you'll wake up every morning with 45 new emails. And it's just, you know, that. And so I just try to keep, you know, that clean. And when I do get the calls, I'm very respectful and appreciative, and I admire the hustle. Like, I'm not saying, oh, don't call me. I'm just saying that I know that where I am in my business right now, I have my people, and I can't in good faith, like, let you buy me lunch when I know I'm not going to send you business at this time and maybe ever, you know? So I just tell them, like, I appreciate the call, and that I would definitely have them on my list if I have an opening or if something changes, but that right now, you know, I'm good, and use your marketing dollars where they would be well spent. But I quickly found out, as a new agent, when I was a new agent, I wasn't getting that many calls. Nobody really knows about you. And then in 2012, I got like a Rising Star Award or something at our Realtor Association. So that was kind of broadcasted. And it was like the next day, just like, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And at first I didn't know what to do. So I was like going on all these, I didn't have kids at the time, and I was going on all these lunches, and
like, this is great.
But then I was like, now I feel bad because after lunch, they're like expecting something. Like, they're like, I took you to lunch. And I'm like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have gone to lunch because like, I'm not going to use this person. So I do think that with time, you know, you just figure out. And even when I was new, I had a home inspector that I like loved and used him a lot, and he retired. And then and the first thing I did when he retired was I sent a message to our realtor group, who has home inspectors they like and why. And I got a few names, and I used another guy for a couple years, and I ended up feeling like I don't know how to describe it. He got too casual, I think, in some ways, with just how he spoke to the clients and things like that. And it was like, I understand we're friends, but I still need you to be like on point at the home inspection. And I just started feeling like my buyers had a lot more questions that they were asking me. And I just got to the point where it wasn't working anymore. So then I went to the realtor group and said, who do you have? And then I got the next guy, and used him for several years until he started like having scheduling conflicts like all the time. So now like Whit's here, and so it's great. It's like you just kind of find what works for you in your season of life. But I also have like, he's not the only home inspector I use. So if I know that it's an older couple that, maybe, I don't know, it kind of just depends. Like, there is an older home inspector in our market that I really like, and he connects really well with the older couples. And then I feel like Whit is a great match for like the people our age, and like explains things easy. And so I do think it's important to match your home inspector with your client as well.
So many good lessons in there. So for one, inspectors, lunch does not equal business. It's like when you pay for Google ads, it's like, just because they click on your site doesn't mean they're going to use you. You're not entitled to that. So it's like, that's probably an unhealthy attitude if they think that just automatically equals business, because it's not a pure pay to play type of relationship, right? And then I think new agents are what new inspectors should be going after, because you're established, you have these relationships, you have great providers. It's just a waste of time, frankly, most of the time, I think. You can try it, but I'd say new inspectors should not be going after that as much.
Hi everyone, this is Louis from Spectora. I'm going to put 3 links down in the description below. The first link is for you if you like Spectora, but maybe you just have a couple questions. You can schedule a 15-minute discovery call with someone from our client success team to make sure that Spectora is a great fit for you. It is, by the way. If you're ready to dive in and start using the app, the second link is for our free trial. With the average cost of a home inspection, that's a couple $1,000s that you'll pocket before you pay us a dime. And the third link is for our Spectora Jumpstart program. If you're a brand new home inspector, you probably need a website, or maybe you have a website that you just kind of threw up real quick and you're not super thrilled with it. In the Jumpstart program, we'll make you a great website based on feedback from you to make sure that it reflects your business, your market, and you. We'll optimize it for search engines, and we'll put an online scheduler on your website too, so you can spend less time on the phone and more time out in the field working. We'll also bundle it with a full year of the Spectora app, and we'll do it at a great price too. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you check out other videos on this channel, and take care.